On my way here from the United States, I live in Chicago, Illinois, and on the flight here, I continue to think about all that our culture has been through. We've lost, those of us in the United States have lost a lot. This is my first trip to Africa, and like I said, it is so emotional. I am doing my best right now not to start crying because it hurts, and I want to be a part of change. And being here in Accra is the beginning of my journey.
When I think about coming back to Africa, I think about the legacy of the transatlantic slave trade and what was stolen from diasporic Africans like myself. What it means to be in a country where I do not feel at home. What it means to be alienated from my history, not because of something that I did, but because of something that was done to me. I feel overwhelmed. I feel finally for the first time in my life that there is a place that I can call rightfully home. I feel welcomed, I feel affirmed, I feel embraced. Slavery is a legacy and a stain of trauma on the present. And I don't think there is anything that can compensate for that level of dehumanization and disregard for the bodies of people who look like me. However, I do think there is a responsibility of European powers, of former colonial nations and neo-colonial powers to acknowledge their complicity and their active involvement in the commodification of human bodies and their responsibility to, in monetary terms, enact reparations.
We believe the calls for reparations to Africa are just. The effects of the slave trade have been devastating to the continent and to the African diaspora. You cannot quantify the effects of such tragedies, but they need to be recognized. Africa and her peoples lost out tremendously in that period, and its ripple effects are still being felt right till this very day. Ladies and gentlemen, reparations for Africa and the African diaspora are long overdue. Predictably, the question of reparations becomes a debate only when it comes to Africa and Africa. No amount of money can restore the damage caused by the transatlantic slave trade and its consequences, which have spanned many centuries. But nevertheless, it is now time to revive and intensify the discussions about reparations for Africa. And even before these discussions on reparations conclude, the entire continent of Africa deserves a formal apology from the European nations involved in the slave trade for the crimes and damage it has caused to the population, psyche, image, and character of the African the world over.
We should speak with one voice as Africans. And to speak with one voice, we have to set the foundation for that voice to be heard. And that foundation that we are here to recommend today as African Union is to agree on the establishment of a platform that will officially represent Africa in seeking reparation for the crimes that happened in the past.